Salutations, my kindred souls. So this is a bonus audio. I would totally have done it in a video, but I have my work clothes on and hat, hair, and all the things. So we're going to drop this in my voice notes, but I'm going to drop it in kind of out of schedule. So I've got 4 messages for you, and the first message is having to do with that very thing, that this is an off-schedule bonus voice note. If you're feeling like something that you're interested in or something that you love doing or that you're passionate about is becoming so easy and so in the flow and so natural to you that you almost a little bit ahead of schedule on it, that's how you know you're supposed to be putting a lot of time and energy and devotion into it. That's how you know that's where you're supposed to be headed. I am so enjoying doing these voice note channelings and feeling so natural and confident in them and in myself that I've posted out a month ahead of schedule on a regular basis. So I'm like, well, it would be silly to keep going further and further out when I could just drop this bonus module for you now. So anyways, yeah, that's message number 1 for somebody. If you're feeling almost ahead of schedule, keep doing it because that's exactly where you're supposed to be devoting your time and attention. Point number 2. You know you're getting pretty far down the spiritual or healing journey when concept work is what you're working on, because concept work is deep work. When you can look past well, I'm super ticked off about what my brother said to me, or I'm so mad about my situation at work, or today I hit every red light and I was late for where my appointment was and I'm just so done with this. When you can get way, way past that stuff, because we all get through there. We all hit those points where we're looking at the superficial. I'm no exception to that. But when you can get to the point where you can see way, way past all of that, and the digging you're doing on yourself is your theoretical concepts and belief systems on overall arching levels, you know you're getting to some pretty high level shit. So good for you. Yeah. And so I wanted to say that to somebody because that is exactly what I feel like is being tossed around within this human right now, is really deep overarching concepts work and almost like parts work in the sense of trying to integrate or make space for these different concepts or belief systems I have, and understanding that do they both have space to be real in my existence, or do we need to compromise in one way or another, or do we need to let one go and be at peace for thank you for what you've been doing for me, but we're going this way now, yada, yada, yada. So parts work, yeah? But deep concept work is deep healing work. So if you're there, great. It's hard. It's high level stuff, but don't stop. Point number 3. In my digging of all of this deep conceptual work of all that is me, my existence, and my belief systems, what I'm coming to head with almost on the daily is that the pace of your unfolding or healing cannot be rushed. It is timed to a very specific T, in that you are meant to have the aha moments exactly when you're meant to have them. They're not going to come faster. They're not going to come slower. You're not behind, but you're not really ahead. And so as much as I'm kind of being an oxymoron about being ahead of schedule in your natural flow, this is a little different in the fact that when you're feeling like you're looking at examining an issue, examining something with some intention of what am I going to do about this, the aha moments, even when they come, aren't necessarily going to yield immediate results. And if you're anything like me, you're a kind of person who is a fast integrator or like wants things to be the new result immediately. I'm the fastest integrator I know. And so when I come to conclusion about something, or I have an aha moment about something, I want results like yesterday. So if you're like me and you're wishing that things would just happen already and things would just turn out and things would just look the way that you know you've done the work on, it's time to take a several hundred deep breaths, yeah, and accept the fact that you are unfolding exactly at the pace you're meant to, and rushing it is not going to help anything nor anyone. And that brings me to my 4th point, was all of this, your pace, your desire for how fast or slow you want to heal or integrate things about yourself, these belief systems you're working on, these passion projects you're working on, all of this, none of it is about you. None of it is about what you want or who you think you're going to be. None of it's about you. And that's a really funky, hard concept to hear sometimes. I don't love hearing it lately either, but it's coming up a lot in my field lately. It's not about you. And here's what I mean by that. When you are reaching for these levels of yourself that are truly healed, profound, at peace, unconditionally loving, sovereign, free, when you're reaching for those things, yes, we're all reaching for certain things we want to feel, things we want to have, things we want to do or be. And that's all well and good. But at the end of the day, it is not about any of that. It is about the fact that your becoming is doing this very, very massively overarching collective kind of work. It's not about you. It's about humanity. It's about us collection as a souls here on this earth. It's so much bigger than us that sometimes it's really hard to care about that, myself included. When I look at my relationship and go, I really, 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 really want this outcome. And I really, really, really want to be the most amazing partner I can be. And I really, really, really want an amazing partner that puts in the kind of healing and effort and profound work into what is a great relationship that I do. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's not about that. It's not about me getting the relationship I want or the person I want or the life I want in said relationship. It's about the fact that who I am becoming is causing energetic quantum ripples in the universe, and I know that sounds so woo-woo and so out there that it's like, yeah, who cares? I don't care about somebody on the other side of the world and how they're benefiting from my healing my energy. Why should I care? Because right now all I can see is that I want this relationship to work out, or I want this job to work out, or I want this career move to work out, things like that. When you're being asked to zoom out so far like that, it's really hard to do, and it's really hard to care. What the point of all this is, what I'm saying is at some point, you'll get to a point where you realize that that is more important. It's not going to feel like that for a long time, because even in my heart of hearts, there are still a chunk of me that so desperately wants some things to work out the way I want them to work out. But at the end of the day, it's not about that, because if none of that ever came to pass, what would be left? What would matter? Well, what would matter is that, I'm a kick-ass human being doing the things and healing the things and learning the things that make me the ultimate version of myself. And yes, that is for me, but at the same time, it is not, because it's not about me. It's about everything that I contribute to the existence of life in itself. And so all of that to say, I'm asking you to start reaching for this place where it gets to be okay that what's more important is the service you're doing for the collective, the service you're doing for this earth, this race, this, expansion of all that we are going through right now. It's bigger than you. And so your service to it is becoming the best you can be and learning these ahas at the exact pace that you're unfolding and healing them. No faster, no slower. And none of it is about the results you're looking for. And at some point, as frustrating as it may be, you come to realize that, yeah, you're right. I raised my hand for this. I'm on this journey. I devoted myself to a life of service in this fashion. And therefore, it isn't about me or what I want or who I want or when I want it. It's about what I've done to change existence in the process of my unfolding. And in that surrender, that's the word it's a white flag of surrender and saying, yes, I can agree with you that all of that is way more important than what I want. Right there is that softening, that detachment that most people cannot get to. And so I hope somebody out there is at a point where, as mad as you may be, where it brings you to tears, where you're like, damn it, I just want the thing. But yet I know, not my will, but yours be done. It is so much bigger than me. And so it's okay where I'm at. It's okay who I am. It's okay where I'm going. It's okay if I never actually get all of those things that my egoic human mind is saying that I'm reaching for, because this me is doing service that is so much bigger than me. And that gets to matter more than what I want, what's right in front of me right now. And that is truly magnificent. If you're a human being that can reach that point, I would love to meet you someday, because you're probably one kick-ass human being in that you have reached a level of love and depth and sovereignty and awareness that so many people haven't gotten to. And so I hope that you're there, and even though it's frustrating, you'll ease into the tipping point of peace, and that things will soften, things will detach, and then things will flow for you. Just like I'm believing that that's what it's going to be for me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this extra long bonus content, and I look forward to seeing, chatting, connecting with any of you soon. Stay tuned for lots and lots of lovely, bold voice notes by Lux.